All right, welcome back to TTP number 23. It's Tarqaron podcast.
Did you intend for that to rhyme?
No.
TTP episode 23. You've been the house.
TTP 23 coming at you on your
That's
TV.
That's right.
Maybe.
YouTube TV. We're on YouTube TV. Wow.
You can put it on your
Is it even
TV
a
if you
thing
like.
still?
No, but you
Is
can
that
put
thing still?
YouTube on your TV.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
So
I know our friend Rusty does too, because he's shown us pictures of him doing that. If
Yeah.
you're watching, hi Rusty.
terrifying us on the big screen, saying who knows what, for all to hear.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get, you know.
You never. It's true. You don't. It's very true.
And this is the podcast we do. We have been doing it kind of monthly. It's been a couple months now. You know, it's whenever we feel like it, but we try to do it at least a month or every other month.
Mm-hmm.
And so we talk about whatever, give some updates on our ongoing gaming challenge that's been going on throughout the year, as well as our we at the end of every podcast we'll reflect on the videos we've done, and we will read a bunch of comments. I'm sure there's a bunch, I think, from the past couple months. So let's see, we kick it off with the challenge. All right, there's a gaming challenge that we've been.
I guess there is.
Ever since the first episode of the podcast at the beginning of the year. It's a year-long challenge to crown the best gamer of Tarqaron. All right, and the winner will receive a trophy from the loser. Okay, and essentially we made a list of we each made a list of 10 games for ourselves to finish, as well as a list of 5 for the other to finish. You get 1 point for every game on your list of 10. You get 2 points for every game on the list of 5 from the other person. All right. Whoever has the most points at the end of the year wins. Previously, I was at the top of the leaderboard with 4 points, and you have 1 point. All right. Where do you stand now with your points?
I currently have 1 point, Zach.
Oh my
I
god!
have 1 point.
Somebody stop him!
Somebody stop me! It's true.
What point?
Well,
what point has been there? What point has been waiting
Bloodborne.
to be fulfilled? I mean, like
what's been waiting?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, baby.
It's been sitting there waiting to be finished.
It's been sitting there. Cyberpunk's been sitting there. I will say, even though you might not really be able to tell because I haven't been done a lot in this room. This room is going to get completely demolished this week because I'm moving out. This is actually
that's how you guys are going out.
This is the last. Yeah, I'm just tearing it all.
We're bringing the wrecking ball.
No, this is gonna be the last. Not the last video I'm gonna record in this room, but it will be the last podcast I'll be doing in this room. I'm not gonna be here in this room next week. By this time, I'm gonna be living in a different house. So this last time you'll see this glorious setup behind me of just a giant mess of nonsense. And it'll be a lot nicer. I'll actually, because I'm gonna have way more space. The place we're moving into, tons more space. It's like a 3,200 square foot place. I'm sharing it with 3 other people, but I get the master bedroom.
Of course,
I looked out on that. Of course. Well, hey, someone asked me. It's like, hey, nobody's claimed any bedrooms, and I was like, I would like the master, please.
I'll take the big one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, basically. So I get my own bathroom. I get a huge walk-in closet, and
but you said your closet walks.
Yeah, it walks.
I've got a huge walk-in closet. It comes over whenever I need something.
It's like, yo, what up?
Like, hey,
that's good.
Can I get a shirt?
Make a closet. Get over here.
Get a shirt.
Get over here. Yeah, it like, you know, like Wallace and Gromit styles me. You know, like I just lift it up and it just dresses me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I know.
That's fucking insane. How's that so casually? We're just gonna mention I'm moving out and I got a walk-in closet. So comes over and dresses me up. You know how it is. New place.
Yeah. New digs, and
that's an upgrade.
It happens. Yeah. No, but looking forward to that. It's gonna be a new little adventure, and we're gonna figure out internet and all that stuff. It's already been set up, but we do have 30 days to upgrade. We might want to do. We're gonna figure out kind of what's going on with the deal. Me and you will do some tests, I'm sure, with that, as well as we're just generally gonna test stuff.
As well as math tests. Throw some
math tests. We got a lot of math tests coming up. Yeah, it's true.
when you move into a new place, they just have like a lot of tests lying around. You have to finish them. It's weird
Well,
place.
I'll tell you one thing that sucks about it is that it's costing me extra money. It's costing me extra money. Obviously, the rent is I'm gonna be paying more in rent. But it's costing me extra money in the fact that I can't use the window unit that I have over in there. Every single window in the entire house, they're all casement windows with a crank out. So you can't put a window unit in it. So it's forcing me to like jerry rig this whole thing where I had to buy a whole another AC unit. I had to buy some like marine vinyl, so that I'm gonna like rescreen one of the screens with the marine vinyl, like put that in, and then cut a hole in the vinyl for the tube for the air to vent out.
I haven't heard of that band.
Marine vinyl.
Marine. Oh, is that the name of an album?
I'm getting that new marine vinyl. What the hell? What is with you today? It's like you're coming up with just like these. You're on a Naked Gun kick or something.
The marine vinyl. I was like, how does that work?
Yeah.
It's a really good vinyl. It's
anyway,
cool. It's really cool.
It's cool. Dope.
Cools me down.
And they're just sealing up around it with, I don't know, like tape or sealant or something. But yeah,
I can't wait till I can get a place with some central air. That's my shit right there.
Well, there is some kind of form of central air, but it's really all it is a vent that just sucks the hot air out and pumps it out of the house. That's all it does. Which is like that's more than I've ever had before. We legitimately we turned it on Friday. One of the guys was moving in, so we were helping him move in. We also moved a bunch of stuff over preemptively, some furniture and stuff that night. And we turned that on, and it was like instantaneously we could feel the airflow change. It was like immediate difference. The one of the big issues with this house is that there is like zero airflow. That house definitely has some airflow. I mean, it sucks because literally everything is crank out windows to the point of you crank out a window in the dining room, it blocks off part of the steps to get up onto the back deck, which is ridiculous. I was like, somebody was not thinking about the design installed them, but
yeah.
In any case, yeah. So this is gonna be the last time I'm here. So that's been occupying a lot of time. I know it doesn't, like I said, doesn't look like much here. I've been doing a lot of packing in other places, and like a lot of this stuff is just like. Pretty much just a lot of it is just comes down to just I know the boxes. It's just going to go into boxes, and easy sweep it out and so on and so forth. Yeah. So anyway, that and then most of my other gaming has just been hanging out with Dubs. So it's like watching him play Kingdom Hearts 3. He beat that. He beat the DLC. We're basically all caught up on Kingdom Hearts now, because I played through Melody of Memory, which wasn't really much. I just played a few songs and then watched the cutscenes. And then, so this happened, I think this was last weekend. We were like, maybe it was a couple weekends ago. We were like, hey, what should we, it's like, what should we do next? And I was like, well, we could go back to Resident Evil. And I started playing some Resident Evil 0, and I was like, well, not really feeling this game right now, because like I'd started it and I got killed by a boss, and then I got frustrated with it, and I was like, yeah, this game, I don't know if I really want to play this. And then so I started up again, and I was like, well, I'm like making progress, I guess, but I just like I feel like I should restart it, and I kind of don't feel like playing it right now. And so I was just kind of like brainstorming about some stuff, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what to do. I do something. But then I was like, hey, what about Tales of Symphonia though? He was like, oh yeah. He's like, you've talked about that game a lot, and I had played through that with not him but another friend, who I don't really talk to a lot anymore. But it was my friend Elliot in college. I played through that with him, and it was a great time, good time. It's a great game, and because I had actually. He played through that, I think, as primarily as as Lloyd, and then I think I was 2-player on this one. This time I'm having because we're doing it through share play and it's my game, and I'm playing as like the main character. I'm playing as Lloyd. I might switch in some other characters at some point to play as, but because it's through share play, there's the lag and everything that you got to deal with. So
yeah,
he's just been playing as like in battles. He's been playing as some other like genus, basically doing casting. And he's having fun. He's having a good time. And he pointed out, it's like, what's interesting? Instead of picking like Resident Evil, 10-hour game to make your way through, it's like, instead, no, let's go on this like 75-hour epic. Let's do that. Make that our next game. I was like, yeah, I don't know if that was really the best idea or not, but and there you have it. Baldur's Gate 3. We've had a few weekends where we have not been able to get everybody together to play it, because that's how we've been playing through that. Which we're not even. I don't even know if we're remotely close to the end of Act 1 yet.
Right.
And Act 1 I think is the longest. I want to say. I think there's 4 or 5 acts. I don't remember how many there are. I think from memory, Act 1 is fairly long. Act 2 is kind of short, and then it might be Act 3 is longer again, and then Act 4 is short. Which seems to me that was actually the way. That was actually kind of how the general flow of Divinity Original Sin 2 was. It was like the first 2 acts were kind of long, and then like Act 3 was really short, and then Act 4 was really. So it might be doing another one of those things again. I don't remember. I don't know. I try not to look too much into it because I want to try to keep the game as fresh as possible, which I have. There was like one thing they were like, wait, you didn't know this about this character? And I was like, no. Like, how did you not know that? And I was like, I don't know. It's like, it makes sense. Like now that I found this out, it makes complete sense. I just didn't really put 2 and 2 together. So yeah. But that game's awesome. Huge, awesome. One could say it's probably Game of the Year material. I don't know. It's a little indie game. Baldur's Gate 3. Probably heard of it, but
yeah. Well,
so yeah. And then I played like a little Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think we even talked about that in the last episode. I haven't played any more of it since. So
I know it's been sitting there on the shelf.
It's tough.
Collecting dust.
Tough. Yeah, it sucks because I love it. It's great.
I played through all of Donkey Kong Bonanza, but and to say I still have 4 points, which were from 1 point for Skies of Arcadia Legends, 1 for The Walking Dead, A New Frontier, and 2 for Yooka-Laylee. And I fully intended like a couple months ago to be done with Life is Strange 2. That's when I started. I was going a good pace. I thought for sure that would have been able to bury you 2 months ago, let alone this month. But now, I haven't cemented that much of a lead at this point. But hopefully I'll be able to get that done soon. I just haven't been doing much gaming recently. It's been a lot of watching stuff. And Donkey Kong Bonanza was something that occupied me essentially for an entire month when it came out. I played it like pretty dang regularly, and I was surprised how long it took to get through. And still not at 100%, but tons. I did large majority of it, but it's like over 50 hours. Like my Switch 2 says I have 60 hours on it, but I feel like that's probably inflated. Like I probably fell asleep with it on at one point. It's like that's a lot of hours, but at least 50 hours that I put into that thing. And I've said it a couple places that I definitely enjoyed it, but at the same time it felt like almost too mindless for me. There was points where I would just be playing, just destroying stuff nonstop, and it's just like addicting to destroy stuff, and it's like I'm not even really appreciating the level design that much because I'm just destroying everything, and it's just so mindless. And there's not really much of a challenge at all the entire game until you get to, it's like the classic Nintendo thing. You have to get everything before you can get a semblance of a challenge. It's once you go for like the post-game stuff, that's when the challenge comes in. Which is kind of more of what I was looking for, where the different Bonanza forms, it actually gives you different challenges for them specifically. More than now. like once you get a certain form, you pretty much just I abuse that one like way more than the others, and it's just you don't get to appreciate all the different skills as much. But yeah, so our challenge still 4-1. Really, 8 months into the year here, is a 4-1 on the leaderboard.
Yeah. Well, I feel like once I get everything back and situated, which isn't going to be immediate. I'm not going to have everything up and ready to go like from the get go as soon as I move, for sure. Like it's just not how it works. But once I get everything kind of moved and settled, like I'm gonna have, I already kind of like I kind of have a good idea of what my setup is going to be in the new room. So once I get everything situated in there, I should have a pretty good like ability to kind of just get in the room and focus on stuff, because like I feel like the way this house is set up, it's just when I come home, and also the fact that this room has just been a giant nightmare and I don't want to spend time in it because it stresses me out, because there's just too much stuff everywhere and I have never organized it. That's one of the reasons why I moved the PlayStation 5 downstairs. Mainly the main reason for that is because I was lazy. Like I just had it down there since Christmas. I brought it down there so we could watch Elf for our Elf on the 12th celebration, and I just never moved it back up. And I was just like, I'll just keep it here. So, yeah. And yeah, I mean, but I have a pretty good idea of like generally how things are going to be set up there, and I think that will allow me to be put in a better mindset to like really kind of be more focused in terms of what I do when I get home. So yeah, it's just been it's also, this month is also like, last month has also been all over the place so it's the stress of moving, trying to make sure everything gets situated with that. Also my parents came and visited for like a week, so like I didn't do a lot of gaming during that time. I did some, but that was like Jen's challenge stuff. I like marathon through Control towards the end of that, so I took time off work, but I was basically spending time with them the whole time. Went to Fun Spot, that was great. Went up to Fun Spot, played some pinball arcade games, that was really good times. And then yeah, other than that, just haven't really been finding the time. And yeah, I rediscovered watching Adventure Time again recently. So I've been watching that, and yeah.
All right. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Once you get some more points on the board.
Well, see, I gotta get these points on the board.
I think I still got it in the bag, even with my measly 4 points. I think
probably
I can seal the deal.
You probably do.
Okay. Yeah. But you want to call it now?
Yeah, you probably do. But I'm not going down without a. Tell me, it's like you probably do, but I got to face facts at some point. But I'm not going down without a fight. That's for dang sure.
Tell me that when you come back to January, you got 1 point still.
Yeah,
I'm not going down with a fight.
I guess so.
Famous last words.
I'm not going down without a fight. It is famous last words. I've not yet begun to fight. That was not John Paul Jones's last words, though.
All right, and what else? So over on the Discord, we finished up the Genesis Challenge. We did a video for that, and as such, it was time for what is now an annual Film Buffs Challenge. Now that we rotate 3 Film Challenge, Scholars Challenge, and TV Challenge, essentially times out perfectly to be one a year now. So that kicked off only a few days ago at the time of recording this, and I mean, where's everybody else at? I smoked everybody, basically. And I was so close to being a buff before anyone had any movies finished. Dubs finished one movie an hour before I finished my last movie to be a buff, but still, it's like the silence is deafening over there. I'm just like, all right, I thought Josh Prep would have been already in there. He
Yeah, but no.
watches a lot of movies, just as many as I do, really now. So I see him watching stuff on the Discord a lot, or on Letterboxd a lot.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was partnered with Dubs for the Film Buffs Challenge, and so let's see what did he give me? He gave me Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I watched that. It didn't really do anything for me,
Which that legitimately surprises me.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
I'm very surprised by that. But
Cinderella, I watched that. The classic Cinderella. Sure, you heard of it.
I love that movie.
And yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's 3 stars good though. Only 3 stars. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. But on Letterboxd, I have my full reviews and I go more in depth.
Castle in the Sky was another one you watched.
That's right, Castle in the Sky. I like that a lot. It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, there's some great movies in here.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time. One of the films that impacted me. That's one of those. From that video from A Time Gone By.
Yeah, top 10 films that define us. Yes.
Yeah,
I remember that was in there.
That's one of mine. No.
And Stardust.
Love that movie.
Stardust. Have you seen that?
Seen that one. I've not seen that one.
Yeah, that was one I did not expect to be assigned in a million years. And
I know Dubs has talked about that before, like only in passing. I don't really remember going too much in depth.
I literally never knew anything about this movie until I just randomly got it in a batch of like DVDs I got for cheap. And so I was like, I'll just throw all these DVDs on there, see what happens. And it was picked. So I watched it on the DVD I have for Stardust. Yeah. Charlie Cox.
All right.
Charlie Cox is the lead role in there. I did not know that.
Really? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's cool.
So it was interesting. But it's a fun little fantasy movie. But definitely so far the standouts were Castle in the Sky and It's a Wonderful Life. There's still one more movie for Supreme buff. And that's The Crocodile Hunter Collision Course. All right.
That's great. That's wild.
Next.
I didn't even know it was a movie. The Crocodile Hunter Collision Course.
I don't know what's going on. It's like an actual movie. I don't know what it's about, but
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Steve Irwin's involved. That's for sure.
It's for sure.
But yeah, what movies were you assigned? Actually, this is a good preview because we're going to be reviewing a couple of the movies that you were assigned because they're one that I've been wanting us to review for some time, and then another was a newcomer.
Right. So I was assigned Knives Out, Transformers: Age of Extinction, The Whale, K-pop Demon Hunters, and Death of a Unicorn for what were on my list. And then The Ice Road was chosen for Supreme.
All right, so Knives Out is one I've been saying for the longest time. I love Knives Out. That was one I was assigned in a previous challenge, and so we're definitely going to be reviewing that one. And K-pop Demon Hunters is one I liked a lot. I assigned that one to Dubs. Dubs finished. That was the first one he's finished, and I'll be watching that again soon. So. We're gonna have reviews coming up for those in a couple weeks. Yeah,
I think so. So I watched Death of the Unicorn already. I have not posted that I have. I haven't written my review for it yet. It was all right. That's kind of my perspective on it. I liked parts of it. There are other parts of it I was just kind of like really bored by. There's like a slog in the middle that's just like this really could have been tightened up like. Probably about 20 minutes. There's probably 20 minutes of this we just did not need.
Right.
Because it just kind of repeats the same scenario over and over again. And it's just like boring talking. It's like nothing. It's like, we get to the action. Get to the action. Wow. That's all I'm just like, we're just spinning wheels here for no reason.
Yeah.
And then once it did, it was entertaining. But Yeah, that's all right.
And The Whale is another movie I love that I watched earlier this year. And that's one that it would have been nice to review also, but that's pushing it. We'll review 2 of them.
Right.
But unless you fail the challenge, then I'll be curious to hear your thoughts on that one anyway. It's fun because it's like based on a play and it feels that way. It's got that vibe to it.
Yeah, I've heard really good stuff about this. But at least the performance is amazing. In it, so
if nothing else, that's something you can take away from it. Hopefully, my friend Luke got in on it. Hopefully he succeeds this time. I think he only watched a couple of the movies last time, and he's got again some amazing ones in there. He's got The Godfather, From Up on Poppy Hill, Parasite, Django Unchained, Your Name, and Tron. Thanks to you, right?
It was thanks to me. Yeah, I chose those. The Godfather, I saw it was on his list, and I was like, man, you gotta watch this movie. I don't want to hear this Peter Griffin. I did not care for The Godfather. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that from you. You should enjoy it. I hope he enjoys it.
Yeah,
it insists upon itself.
The Godfather and Parasite are 2. They're in the pantheon of Tarqaron right now. So
yeah, Parasite, spectacular movie. Really enjoy it. From Up on Poppy Hill, I saw this with Dubs and another friend of mine, Chris. We went and saw it in theaters in college, and it's something I think about still pretty frequently. It's a fun memory of going to see that. There's a joke about, it's a big spoiler for the movie, so I won't say anything, but there were people in the theater that also saw it. There's one of them said like the silliest thing, like he misspoke and he said something completely wrong, which made it really funny, but it's like him repeating back to like his friend about something that's like going on in the movie, except he said it completely wrong. So it just made it really funny. But I really like that movie. I think it's one of the more underrated. Like, people don't talk about that one as much, but I really like that one quite a lot. Django Unchained, I love that movie. That was I watched Pulp Fiction before that, but I was gonna say that was my introduction to Tarantino, but I had seen Pulp Fiction before. And Django Unchained, again in college, I saw it like 2 or 3 times in theaters. I loved it. I still love it. It's a great movie. There's what more is there to say about that? Your Name, I think it's just like, if you like anime at all, you watch the movie. Even if you don't like anime at all, I feel like you owe it to yourself to watch the movie. My parents loved Your Name. Because outside of showing them Ghibli films, I was also introducing them to let's try some like Makoto Shinkai and some of the other well-known anime directors, Mamoru Hosoda films. But this is like Shinkai's real big hit. It was the one that launched him into the mainstream.
Yeah, that's
in terms of discourse, and it's Your Name's great. It's a great movie.
Those are a couple that I still need to watch right there. Django Unchained, Your Name, From Up on Poppy Hill. They're all 3 on my list.
Yeah.
At least 2 of them were on my list too. Tron.
Oh yeah, they were, and then Tron for Supreme Gen, or Supreme Buff rather, and that's. I think I've done that for everyone that I've been assigned to. I've given them Tron to watch. I love Tron, huge Tron fan, and this is the original, not Legacy, which I think Legacy is also a spectacular film. I hold them both very high regard. Which leads me into saying I'm very excited for Tron Ares, which is coming out later this year, despite the fact that Jared Leto is the lead actor in it. I'm very excited for it.
He's gonna show you all you talking shit.
he's gonna show you. Who were you paired with? Who'd you
Dubs? All right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and you assigned. What'd you assign him?
For him, I had actually not seen most of them. 3 of the ones I assigned, I did see. So K-pop Demon Hunters, that's the one I knew I would assign because I liked that and I saw it. Pokemon the Movie 2000.
I cannot believe he hasn't seen that.
Yeah.
I actually refuse to believe that he hasn't seen it.
Maybe
He had
yes.
to.
He
He has
lied.
to have seen it. Maybe not. That movie's great. That's
Mhm.
so good.
It's been, I
I
mean,
think I think
years since I've seen it, but
I think the Power of Unknown is the best of the original
mm,
original Pokemon movies. But I think Pokemon the movie 2000 is it's right up
I'm
there.
all
It's
like,
really exciting.
I haven't watched any of these like in over a decade, so it's all
Yeah.
nostalgia for me. So Pokemon the first movie is always the one I go
Mm,
to for that. But I also assigned him The Imaginary, which was on my list, which I don't know much about. It's a Netflix animated movie, but there's a
oh,
reviewer I watched who enjoyed it, and I generally trust his opinions. So put that on there. Godzilla -1, I haven't seen, but just based on reputation alone, I put that on there, and for a little diversity
yeah.
on this list. Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul was one that I watched in the awards season, which
Right.
it didn't do much for me, but literally every other person who's watched it has said highly positive things about it. So hopefully he likes it just as much. And then for
Yeah. Well,
Supreme Buff, Past Lives, which is a movie
I've heard
I
really good stuff about that movie. I've heard really good stuff about that.
yeah
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit. I think we might have talked about this in a previous podcast at some point, but I love Wallace and Gromit. They're like I
they're good
they were
guys,
like they were yeah, they're good chaps.
good
If
chaps.
they're
That's right.
Brexit, yeah, they're Brexit geezers. They're Brexit geezers. They are.
Mhm.
The no, but Wallace and Gromit. Like I grew up with those the original 3 on VHS. I
Mm.
was like, it was like pre-K. It was like before kindergarten. I was like watching those. I was like obsessed. I loved Wallace and Gromit. They're like my favorite. It's like my favorite movie. It's like they're not really movies. They're short films, but they were like my favorite
Uh-huh.
things growing up. So
Yeah.
very huge fondness for Wallace and Gromit. So I haven't gotten around to watching that new one
Then
yet
you'll love
though.
that.
So
And then you'll love it. Yeah.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll really enjoy it.
Um, with Dove's list, it
Hmm.
was like 95% animated films.
Hmm.
So I was like totally expecting my choices to be like all animated. Like he said, he thought about doing all Studio Ghibli ones. That's kind of
Hmm.
half of what I expected, which I wouldn't have been mad at,
Yeah.
but because I did have a lot of Studio Ghibli on there, and then a lot of other animated movies too. But
Yeah, it might have been fun to do a themed list like that at some point. I've thought about that a little bit too, but like Luke's list was not. I think I could have done all anime, but I was like, no, you got some other like really amazing
yeah,
movies on here that you should watch. So
so I tried to give him a good mix of mostly animated, but then a couple variety in there, and then yeah, I got a good mix from him, like really
yeah,
all across the board.
yeah,
It's a Wonderful Life, Cinderella, Bill and Ted, Stardust, Castle in the Sky. I mean, it's a very mixed variety.
this will get you. I'll bring you the moon.
Yes, right.
Give you the moon.
What a line.
Yeah, I love that.
Gets
I
you.
love that scene so much. I love that.
Yeah, I mean
Beautiful, beautiful. I love Jimmy Stewart. I love that you commented on that in your. It's like he's just like
just
playing his teenage self, and it's just like there's like no difference than him playing like a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
it's,
I'm like, wait, what's
it's
going on
great.
here? Like, this guy's how old when we made this? It was like,
Yeah,
it's
it's funny.
bizarre. Yeah, but
Yeah,
other than that, yeah, a couple people got assigned K-pop Demon Hunters this time around. I
including
mean, it's a
myself. Yeah,
popular movie.
I I so I've been trying to. As a friend of mine, me and her are trying to watch it, and I just haven't. We've been trying to coordinate, but it's like it's tough with me with like weekends, and I'm trying to pack, and we just haven't been able to like nail it down. But it's like this weekend's got to be make or break, or else I'm watching it without
Right.
you.
Right. So we're slated in a couple
So
weeks to do a review of it, and
yeah,
it's a fun movie. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
and it looks like, I
It
swear to you, when I knew nothing about it, it looked like it was gonna be straight garbage. I saw it on the front page of Netflix. I'm
yeah.
like, the fuck
I
is this? K-pop
I
Demon
thought
Hunters.
yeah, I thought by the name I was like it's like oh, it's like cashing out on stuff, and I was like the animation looks kind of cool, but like I just don't know if I care. and then I've heard like basically nothing but like rave about it. So I'm like, oh, is this actually like good?
Yeah.
So it's interested me, and then I've seen like a couple of clips that I'm like, wow, this is really funny. Like it's a
Yeah.
really funny movie. It's like it's not nothing long. They're all like meme format clips, but I was like, oh, this movie's gonna be good. Like I guess I get this good feeling about it.
But yeah,
So
we'll see. I mean, yeah, we got a little less than a month left of this challenge. It's a month-long challenge.
yeah,
And
right.
I've only got one movie left for Supreme, so sitting
That's
pretty.
right.
I really just powered through them. 5 movies in 4
Yeah.
days, so.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, when I saw the first two come through, I was like, dang, he's going
Yeah.
hard. He's going in
Just
on it right
nothing.
now.
Just radio silence otherwise from that on that channel. I'm like, dang,
Mm.
where are my people at?
Yeah, well, my friend John got in on this Crantonite. He get on this for the first time as well. So yeah, so that's cool. Glad we have some new blood, fresh blood. He's I would say he's like he is like a gamer, but I would say he's a little bit more of a TV and movies person than he is like. He just doesn't have like a huge library of games like a lot of us do, like coming from the collecting scene.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just like not really his scene to like he doesn't really have games for a gents challenge. He just doesn't have games that he's that he's already just playing. But movies, he's always down to watch more movies and always down to watch TV. So
Yeah. All right. Cool. So other than that, I'll highlight a couple other movies I watched. You'll know over on my channel, Zach Archer TV, every month I'll recap all the movies I watched the previous month. I do a little ranking of them. That's always fun if you want more thoughts on them, or you can go to my letterbox. I have all my reviews of everything. But in terms of recent stuff, watched Freakier Friday, which I recommend.
Oh yeah,
I recommend it wholeheartedly.
Is it in theaters?
It's in theaters. Yeah.
I should try to. It's tough. It's tough right now with packing and everything. I did want to go see that. Because I love that. Freaky Friday is so good. It's such a good movie.
But it delightfully surprised me though, because a lot of times these legacy sequels that they do decades later, most of the time it's like it really just feels like they're phoning it in, or it's just like here's a reference, a bunch of references to the original, maybe some cameos or whatever, which is what Happy Gilmore 2 was, another movie I watched. And this movie was actually great. I was laughing, I was having a good time the whole time. I thought it was a genuinely great movie. And they had some a couple of new characters that were surprisingly fun. So yeah, I recommend it. And then another movie I highly recommend is Weapons. Go watch Weapons. It's in theaters now. I love that movie. It was a really cool concept, really done really well.
Excellent. I've heard it is excellent. That was another one I wanted to go see.
Yep.
Yeah, because Red Letter Media did a review of it. They did not spoil very much about it. They were pretty vague, and they were very positive. They're like, you basically recommending you go see it. So they were trying not to spoil a lot about it.
There's a lot of some of my favorite movies this year are all horror or horror adjacent movies. Like a lot of great ones in that genre this year. So like Sinners, Bring Her Back, Weapons, and
so Mike mentioned Bring Her Back in a review. He's like, Bring Her Back. He's like, because Weapons is also about like children. That's like as a huge thing. Is like he's like, Bring Her Back. He was like that was too much for me. Like he was just like not. He's like, Weapons rode the line enough so that it was like it didn't make him like kind of like be like I'm out type. But I've heard Bring Her Back is very very intense. Yeah, in that regard.
Yeah, it is. It's nowhere near that level of intensity for sure. But like Bring Her Back is not one I'd be eager to rewatch, whereas Weapons I could easily rewatch. But it's still great. Those movies and Final Destination Bloodlines, I loved all those movies. So a great year for that genre. And honestly,
it was great.
I just watched recently Companion, which is kind of adjacent to that. Not really that genre, but I love that movie too. I watched Superman. I watched the Fantastic Four First Steps. I enjoyed both of those.
Right. Yeah, I made time. I went and saw both of those as well. Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon remake. Watched that last month.
Yeah.
That one's good.
Same. Really? Yeah. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it.
And yeah, I mean, I've watched a ton of movies. K-Pop Demon Hunters was last month also, and Little Women. I finally watched that, and I love that movie. So.
Man, that movie looks so beautiful. I haven't seen it, but I was like, Greta Gerwig, like this, like just beautiful looking movie.
Yeah,
capturing the essence of that story. I've heard it's very good.
Yeah, some amazing actresses are starring in it, so it's great. But yeah. All right, what else we got that we want to talk about?
I don't know.
Grab something.
What else we got?
What do you think about coasters? How do you feel about coaster culture? I'm a big proponent of it.
I finally finished watching the first season of Delicious in Dungeon. It was really good.
And did you put your drink on a coaster or not?
I don't have I had coasters here at one point. I don't know where. I don't use them very much anymore. But they are on a mat. I do use coasters on our dining room table and down in the. I even use it for our what do you call it? What do you call those tables? Like
coffee table.
Yeah, coffee table. There we go. So why can I not remember it? I was like, because I even think I have like art books I put out specifically for like it's like a coffee table to just have a thing presented.
Yeah.
And then one of my housemates just picks it up and is like, "Yeah, get your shit out of here." And I was like,
"Oh. Yeah, you left your magazine around again."
Yeah,
this fucking stupid magazine.
These stupid art books. No, he doesn't. He never actually said that. But no, I was joking. But our horrible, crappy coffee table that we have down in our den area, we use coasters on that. We really don't need to because that thing's been beaten to hell and back. We really don't need to, but we do.
But I'm generally a big proponent of coaster culture. That's one of my big. Do
you like roller coasters too? Is that included in coaster culture?
No, it's not included. No. Very specific coaster.
I like roller coasters. I love roller coasters.
Coaster culture is something that it's like one of my big things in life that I stand by. Sweaty ass drinks.
Yeah,
it's people true. Just leave them anywhere. Come on,
humidity, and you just like they slip out of your hand like that, and you're like, oh, jeez.
No, not. What's going on? That's a different issue. I'm talking about putting sweaty ass drinks on surfaces, and
and then they slide all over. Do you
love
that?
I don't like that. Yeah,
the surface tension on the water, and it slides everywhere.
I've had that before. You put a glass, and it's like, oh, it almost just takes a dive off the end.
Off the table.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's trying to self-end. Yeah, as the kids say.
It's trying to break glass.
It's trying to unalive themselves. Yeah.
It's trying to break glass, as they call it in the
to pass glass. they're passing glass over there.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that's. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, we mentioned Tron Ares. That I petition. We should try to do a movie review series of that before that movie comes out. But I think that may conflict with Horror Month because I believe it comes out in October. So.
With what month? Horror. Okay.
Horror. Yeah, I said horror.
Horror month is that a religious thing?
Is that a Jewish thing? Horror month.
Like, what are you practicing? I don't know.
Yeah.
That might conflict with Horror Month, in which I've sworn not to watch any sci-fi movies. So
I can't watch any sci-fi or Disney movies.
That's right.
I saw I rewatched The Black Cauldron. That's one thing I did as well. Back to movie talk here.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was. It's not great, but I like it. it's like weirdly ambitious movie, but like it's kind of just a mess. It's just a mess of a movie.
It's a cauldron.
And
what do you expect?
So they just threw it all in a cauldron and called it good.
Yeah,
That's kind of what they did, because they essentially combined the plots of the first 2 books in that series, in the Chronicles of Prydain series.
Mhm.
And they just they took the first 2 books, the Book of 3 and the Black Cauldron, and they combined it into one story, and it's a big mess, and it doesn't really work all that well. But it's very D&D core, which is a lot of fun. So that was kind of fun to watch it like that, but at the same time, it's also not a great movie. So it's yeah.
That brings us to the fun segment, this or that.
Okay.
You want to do this or that?
Let's do this or that. Let's go for it.
Now, this is an old classic from years ago. We used to do this back in the 70s. This is actually a game they used to play back in the 70s when they didn't have technology. They would sit around and be like, which one's better, huh? And they write down a random thing on their paddles, which I realize, because my lighting is awkwardly probably not going to show on my screen very well. So yeah, we did this before. We just write down a random thing and we hold it up and we compare which one's better. Could be anything. Toothpicks
or elf girls?
One's have more function.
One does have actual practical function. The other one's is aesthetically extremely pleasing to look at.
I don't know an elf girl. I haven't met one.
No, but there's plenty of there's plenty of art. There's plenty of art. Elf gals,
I do like.
They're out there.
Elven culture. You got me.
Yeah, I'm down to elven culture.
Where's my wipey?
Elf culture. Oh no.
Yeah, I guess elf girls. Toothpicks traditionally I don't really use much, but I do use a lot of these floss / picks.
The picks. Yeah, I've got some of those. Those are good.
And I couldn't live without them. So
yeah, they're pretty good.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, flip. It's Harry Potter's Scar
versus long AF
JRPGs. It begs the question: would Harry Potter be who he is without his scar? I don't think so. You didn't have a story.
No, he'd just be a normal bloke, right?
So which one would you rather have?
I mean, it's the JRPGs, right? I don't want my enemies. There'll be spoilers for Harry Potter. I don't want the scar. I don't want a scar. A blemish on my forehead.
Well, not. Which one would you rather have exists as it is?
Just in general.
In general,
just exists as it is.
I mean, still long AF.
Probably
JRPGs.
Harry Potter Scar.
Oh.
Probably Harry Potter Scar, because like long AF JRPGs are great and everything, but it's like Harry Potter Scar is like, it's a symbol, right? It's iconic. You wouldn't even have the Harry Potter logo without the scar.
Right. So you wouldn't give up Harry Potter for the litany of long as fuck JRPGs that exist that would be wiped? No Personas. No.
Okay, you know what?
Final Fantasy.
I changed my mind. As much as I like Harry Potter, I'm repping it right here with one on my T-shirt anyway. So let's go.
Yeah, I give up to long AF. All right, 3, 2, 1, flip. Surrey Fields
versus
cold
beverages.
Dang. I love Surrey though.
Wow. I know, me too. She's great.
Would you wipe her out of existence just to have a cold beverage?
See, she's not just a character in something. She's a real person. So no, I would not wipe her out just for cold beverages. I'll take my room temperature water. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I literally would sacrifice ever having a cold drink again for Surrey Fields. Even just in the context of her on Survivor.
Right. There you go.
I would do anything.
I would do anything for her.
3, 2, 1, flip. Squirtle versus Stitch merchandise.
I could have just put Stitch, I guess. That would have been interesting. Squirtle versus Stitch.
Squirtle clears for me, but
Squirtle, huge clear. Easy clear.
I love Squirtle.
Yeah, 100%. Me too.
Squirtle's been my favorite Pokemon ever since I was young.
Well, I basically I didn't. So I was gonna make some like weird joke about like I've psychologically manipulated my nephew to be into Squirtle, but no, I lined up the 3 Pokemon plushes
and
in front of him. And
you pushed Squirtle forward.
He chose no Venus. Bulbasaur is my favorite. So, but I lined them up and he chose Squirtle. So I've been buying him Squirtle stuff for like his birthday.
Like, oh, that's definitive. That means everything when a child reaches for
it's
for
true.
Squirtle. That's all he cares about.
So I've been getting him Squirtle stuff
yeah.
since then for Christmas and everything. I did technically I got him a Blastoise ornament last year because they didn't have a Squirtle one at the Hallmarks. But I was like, well, this is what you get to look forward to growing into. You're a little Squirtle now. Just you wait.
You'll be a Blastoise before long.
Yeah,
Squirtle literally got me into the water type starters. Like that was always my jam from then on out for most of the time. So
yeah, I'm always into the grass. I'm in the grass type gang.
Touch grass.
Right, touching grass gang. Yeah, that's right.
Drink water. Touch grass. Burn yourself.
Burn yourself, I guess. I don't know.
Get lit. That's the better.
Get lit. That's all right. That's yeah. Burn yourself or burn your opponents, I guess.
Or get wet.
Lit's more. Get wet.
Which one gets more people?
All right, boys. Let's get wet. Let's get
wet movement. Let's get wet. Touch of grass movement and get lit.
Yeah.
All right. Stitch merchandise. Take it or leave it.
Not. Yeah, there's too much. It's a juggernaut. It's just a juggernaut.
Don't write juggernaut.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Try and beat this.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, flip. Sports.
Assassin's Creed.
They go hand
Gee, I wonder
hand.
what we're going with here. What am I going with here? Sports. 1,000% sports.
Yeah, I guess you give it up for sports. Assassin's Creed, I don't think I would have voted for it in almost any situation. You'd have to put something.
So remember how I mean, like, it's fun to clown on Rusty for liking Assassin's Creed so much. Having only played the very first one and like a little bit of Brotherhood in college.
I only played the first one, very little.
I do really want to give it a fair shake, but I mean, there's too many of them, and they all look exactly the same.
There's too many of them, and they bore me.
Up to a certain point, they all kind of look the same. Which is like, I don't know. That was a criticism levied against them as far back as like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. But it was like, oh, it's the exact same as 2. Okay,
but they touch on different things that I really like. Between like pirates, Vikings.
Yeah,
I love that stuff.
Right. Well, that's why it's like ancient Egypt, the ancient world.
Yeah, that's cool too.
I feel like I'm actually gonna really like the Black Flag and Origins when I finally get around to playing them. But at some point,
he won't.
At some point, I will. I probably won't. I won't.
Go buy all of them though and put them on the shelf.
I did. I have one sitting like right here. It's like in a pile of some of the games. This is like one of the. It's shameless. It's very shameless.
We'll do a couple more because I feel like we have a good amount of comments that might, if I'm remembering correctly. 3, 2, 1, flip. Survivor Micronesia
versus
calendars. Oh, well, where would we be without calendars?
Where would we be without calendars? The calendars is an important situation.
Well, yeah, if we're talking about calendars, as it's implied, the physical,
the physical media,
calendar, the physical media version, then I've always gotten calendars and never really used them. Yeah, I have an old Animal Crossing one hanging up. Unfortunately, Rusty's got me a couple. I've never really utilized them though.
Yeah, I tend to
Well, he did give
because
me
like I
that
have one hanging right over here. I have one hanging right here, and like it sucks because it's like I always forget to like change it over until it's like almost the end of the month.
yeah.
So it's like, well, I guess I'll just hang that one up for a little longer now.
I do
So
like them in concepts,
yeah,
but it really practically too. I have much easier ways to actually track stuff that I need to do
like your
on
phone.
like virtual calendars. Yes.
Yeah.
And like calendars tend to have this like tiny little spots. You know, it's only like you put one thing. It's like so.
Well, mad respect for the way my mom's always used a calendar. I think they always got her for Christmas. We usually get her ones that are like make sure that they have the nice large kind of the large days. So it's like a large format still has like art on it. She's really into Thomas Kincaid, which by the way, I don't. My parents probably aren't watching this. I hope they're not. Thomas Kincaid art is really chintzy, and I don't like it. But that being said, we humor mom. We always buy her that art because she likes it.
Big part of calendar culture.
That's calendar culture right there. But they get the nice big lettering on it and everything. It's like she able to write stuff that happens on it. Planning all in advance. It's like mad respect for doing that.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I don't have the.
It's a lost art.
It is. It kind of is.
It's going the way of the dodo, isn't it?
Might be.
Like
Might
newspapers.
Be.
Like newspapers and cable TV. All right, let's do one more, huh?
Yeah.
Survivor Micronesia, by the way. It's a
100. Yeah, 100%. Survivor Micronesia is amazing.
3, 2, 1, flip. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay, D12 dice. It's been a while since I've watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's very funny.
Yeah. Does the whole Dungeons and Dragons community collapse if we destroy D12 dice?
Well, no, D12s are probably one of the more uncommon ones used.
Okay. Yeah, D20 would collapse.
The D20 would collapse because it's the whole system is based
collapse
around
the whole
that.
economy.
The D12 is the damage and hit dice for barbarians specifically.
So we could do 3 4-sided die. Can't we come to some sort of agreement?
Statistically, that would
mess it up.
It would be way more powerful. Yeah, it would be because D12 is random as opposed to D4. You at least there's some semblance of an average that you'd probably be able to get out of that. So, in any case, D12 is they're just aesthetic. They're fun dice to roll. They're aesthetically very pleasing.
Monty Python's a classic.
Yeah,
comedy.
It's fun.
Oh, I took a picture today. That's why it was on my brain of someone who had a bumper sticker that said, "Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries."
So that's a good classic line.
I would vote for Monty Python.
I think I'm gonna have to vote for Monty Python also. As much as I like D12 dice. No, you know what? I'm sticking by mine. Okay. I'm gonna D12 dice.
All right, we tied.
All right. We tied on this one.
Now I do a fire making challenge to decide in our room.
Decide who wins. Just burn it down. Burn it down, Zach.
Who wants it more? All right, let's check out some comments and also look back on a couple months of videos at this point.
Yeah.
And we're gonna crown our favorite video since last episode. Alec.
Crowning achievement. To Alec, what about me?
So since last episode, we've had Survivor Token Chains review, Elio review, A Star Is Born review, ranking Survivor Token Chains, Mind Crushers number 9, Too Hard, Survivor Samoa episode 1, The Impish Fiend, the Naked Gun review, the Naked Gun 2.5 review, Tarqaron Mad Libs number 7, Influencer Boba Fett, Survivor Samoa Episode 2, Idol Without a Clue. Naked Gun 33 in the third. Edge of Tomorrow review. Survivor Samoa Episode 3, Russell Seed. Naked Gun 2025 review. Something Old, Something New, Gents Challenge with Tara Part 2. Survivor Samoa Episode 4, Rustling Feathers. Black Mirror Season 5 Episode 3, Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2. Black Mirror Season 5 review. There'll be Survivor Samoa Episode 5. I don't know what the name of that is. And The Handmaiden review. All right. Wow.
Wow, I was right.
What's the best video of them all? Lots of reviews in there. First few episodes of Survivor. Tarqaron Mad Libs, Mind Crushers.
I think getting to finally watch The Naked Gun. I think that was great. I love that. That was that's definitely a highlight there for me. And getting to have Tara on the channel again, it's a delight. So I'd say those are probably the two big standouts. But of course, our first introduction to the impish fiend himself, as I like to call him, Russell.
There's a lot he does just in that episode too.
Yeah, he's a big highlight. So just throw him in the trash.
When I'm done, just throw him in the trash.
They need to keep playing that clip at the beginning of every episode.
Girls Alliance. I call it my Dumbass Girls Alliance.
Because he's something. He's really something else.
Yeah, that might be my favorite. I do love The Naked Gun.
Yeah.
But I think episode 1 of Survivor Samoa might be my favorite so far.
It was quite the beginning episode of this new season.
Yeah. All right. Let's check out some comments that you, the viewers, have left. As always, you can comment on any of our videos, and we'll read them here on the podcast as long as they're not spoilers or regressively offensive. Right.
Which hopefully, I'm sure there's probably been some that you've filtered out, but
I might give them a heart, but I'm not going to read them out.
Like, hey, yeah, you said that really racist thing. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah. All right, let me scroll down, try to find where we left off. We got a comment on our Survivor Token Teams review from Josh.
Okay.
He said it's probably way too late for you to add this now, but since you talked about ranking Steven as a second placer so much this review, I figured I'd ask again for a second place ranking tier list. That's definitely something we could. I feel like there could be a time like between seasons we could throw in some like variety content like that. Maybe be fun.
Yeah.
And he said this is the only source of Sierra being anti-Semitic. Remember that old thing that there was rumblings of?
Right.
We were talking about why she potentially was hated. This is from a Survivor Oz interview she did post-season. It says, quote, when asked about why she didn't vote for Steven over JT, she did say he was Jewish as part of her rationale in a long category of lists. Right after Steven being richer, so make of that what you will. I think it was an anti-Semitic slip, but I've never heard that she was actually anti-Semitic out on the island.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it's not a good look there, but.
I mean, he's Jewish. He owns all of Hollywood himself. By himself, there he is.
Chase Ferrier says, my Survivor superlatives. Favorite player, Coach. Cutie of the season, Aaron. Pre-jury gem, Jerry, just for being a good dude.
Yeah. Jerry was a good dude.
Overall, I love the season. A very strong cast with good gameplay and strong editing, especially around Coach. The season proves that a few strong characters with some good and exciting gameplay mixed in can carry a season. Coach, Tyson, JT, Steven really shot the season right to the top portion of Survivor seasons for me. Yeah. Yeah,
I think overall it's definitely a very, very memorable season for a lot of basically all those reasons, for sure.
On our Ranking Survivor Token Chains video, we had a comment from the Goo Man 67. He says To be fair, a lot of the cast postseason have put it on record that Sierra was a nightmare around camp. It seems like the edit did her dirty, but there was definitely some truth to it, IMO. He also says, so glad that Tyson got the spot he deserved in Love. Top 5 funniest players of all time.
He was pretty great. He was pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, had to laugh.
Yeah, I love Tyson.
A lot of the
time. Rogue Merc commented, I had mentioned before when we were doing our ranking that someone had mentioned, I wasn't sure who it was, that Amber deserved to be higher on the tier list. And Rogue Merc said, that was me with the support for Amber. Invented the meat shield, and Alicia saw through the shield and saw Amber's strategic game, while everyone else who was running on pure emotion never saw it. I'd still put Jenna over Bob. Bob had good ideas, but so much of his game is what you'd expect from someone who is trying to lose on purpose. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Josh said, because I think I said it might have been Josh who commented that, and he was like, I was not the one who complained about Amber, but I do agree with them that you have massive double standards when it comes to her and Aris.
Okay.
So here's his tier list for the winners. S tier. JT completely dominated the game, never targeted, unanimous win. Number 2 is Earl, completely dominated the game, never targeted, unanimous win. Number 3 is Brian, completely dominated the game. Number 4, Tom, dominated the game, a bit underrated strategically as well. And then A tier is Tina, dominated the game but did win in a very narrow vote. Aris was in a strong position but was in constant danger due to the super idol. Todd, strong but messy. Amber, strong game, but I do think she had a massive advantage coming in that makes it less impressive to me. Vesepia, strong game, but she did lose the final 5 vote, which put her in a disadvantage in the end stretch. 10 is Parvati, strong game, but I do have to massively penalize her for the surprise final 2, multiple medevacs, which completely saved her multiple times. And then B tier is Yule. Strong game, but way too many production things benefited him. Chris is a strong player, but massively misplays the swap, putting him in a numbers disadvantage at merge. Sandra is a strong player, but is out of the loop multiple times. Also massively benefits from having Rupert carry her tribe in challenges where she would be in massive danger if her tribe lost early. Seemingly the first boot if her tribe lost the first challenge, which they almost did. Richard, good player, but his cockiness / arrogance drags him down. Was almost voted out first too. And then now we're down to our bottom 4. C tier is Danny. I do think she's probably a better player than this ranking shows. However, I find it difficult to separate how much to discredit Rafe versus credit her. D tier, Jenna. She's a good strategic player, but she willingly wanted to go to the end with 3 people who would beat her. She was also completely willing to throw the game to Heidi. Whole wanting to quit thing is completely overblown though. F tier, Ethan. Well liked, but wanted to go to the end with 2 people who both beat him. Strategically inactive and is bailed out by Kim J's immunity run and still has a bad final tribal. And lastly, Bob, completely on the bottom for almost the entire game, had very little contribution to the strategic game, wasn't that well liked, and also had a bad final tribal. There you have it.
Wow. That's a kind of a cap list, if you ask me.
It's cap
in a lot of ways. It's cap. No, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with a lot of that. I mean, there's certain points I think he does make for some of the people that we've given a bad rap to, maybe. But that being said, I think you're giving way too much credit for some people out there.
I get the logic. At least he laid out his logic, so I get where his parameters are. But
yeah. Thanks for sharing, though. I appreciate that.
That's interesting. And then here's Chase Ferrier's cast ranking.
Oh, okay.
Iconic, Coach Tyson. Love, JT. Great, Stephen, Debbie. Good, Brendan, Taj, Jerry. Meh, Aaron, Sandy, Sydney, Spencer, Joe. Dislike, Carolina, Candace. Hate, Sierra. That's right.
All right, Sierra hater.
And then Nick commented, damn, why you hate Sierra? And he said it was a joke since everyone in the season hated her. That's right. You gotta put Sierra in the hate.
Yeah, everyone hated her, so you gotta hate her.
And if she's anti-Semitic, then that's even easier.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, it's not cool.
Chase Ferrier's season rankings: S tier, All Stars, Micronesia.
Oh yeah, he's Chase Ferrier, the All Stars stan.
A tier, Tocantins, Pearl Islands, Amazon. B tier,
All right,
Borneo,
there it is.
Palau, Vanuatu, China. C tier, Panama, Cook Islands, Marquesas. D tier, Australia, Africa, Gabon, Guatemala. F tier, Fiji, Thailand. I don't know how All Stars, like everything else makes sense, but All Stars just get shot up there.
Yeah. Everything else I can see is a little interesting.
It's like that season just has his heart, and he just, he's gonna keep that up there permanently.
Which is okay. Everybody, that it's like every Pokemon is someone's favorite. I mean, I don't think that's actually true, but I don't think that's true. But
no way.
I think I do like that. Everything deserves to have its champion.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of nice.
Except for Thailand.
Surely there's no Thailand favorite season.
Certainly people. Defenders favorite would be crazy to me, but
yeah.
And his winner rankings: S tier, Richard, Tom. A tier, Brian, JT, Earl, Parvati, Chris. B tier, Todd, Yule. C tier, Tina, V, Sandra. D tier, RS, Ethan, Danny. F tier, Amber, Jenna, Bob. All right, well, we got a comment from Dolores on our review, or our Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind review show. All right.
Okay.
She says, ESOTSM is one of my all-time favorite movies. That said, I kind of agree with the negative review about the lack of eroticism. Come on, Dolores. I do think it's odd that when Joel marks all of his memories with Clem, their first kiss, first lovemaking, and any other tender moments are absent. I understand that the awful memories will surface first and be blown way out of proportion in your mind. It's a protective thing our brains do to help us get through and help us tell ourselves we're better off done with it all. But come on, surely when they're stripped off the crappy memories, something more tender and significant would surface than of them suffocating one another. Still, overall, I do love the movie. Okay, Dolores. Might kind of be spitting.
Interesting.
Might kind of be spitting, Dolores.
Might be spitting facts.
I kind of see it now.
Yeah.
I kind of see the vision. This is a good one. 1 month ago, Mega Jumpy commented on our Starbomb Triforce review. And he said, dude, you guys have to review Starbomb Boom. And then a week later he said, any chance of a Starbomb Boom review? Would love to hear your thoughts. And then a few days later he said, Starbomb Boom, let's go. Haha, just checking.
That's amazing.
That's wild.
I guess did we talk about that there was a new Starbomb album? Maybe we mentioned it at one point.
No, we did not.
To each other. Not even to each other at all.
I think he just found the review and he's.
Oh no! I'm saying me
and
you.
Yeah,
did
we mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we must have mentioned it, but yeah. I don't know. You want to review it, Zach? I haven't really done a music review in a long time. I don't really.
Sorry.
I got it. I'm sorry, but yeah, or lady, I don't know. Lady, I just don't. I don't really care about the Game Grumps. That was literally at the very end of when I at all to begin with. And then COVID happened, and I remember listening or watching some stuff that was happening during then. But then I was just kind of like, I think I'm good. I think I'm all set on the Grumps after a certain period. And then occasionally I'll still go back. Occasionally I'll check in and see how things are going. And I will also speak. So I will actually. I don't care about Game Grumps. I will watch 10-Minute Power Hour though, because those are really funny. almost always. So
Yeah, it's been a long time since I
but
watched any Grump stuff.
but other than that, I'll check on 10-minute power every so often, and I'll watch like old clips from Game Grumps episodes. But that's gonna be about it.
Mm.
So for me,
The Josh commented on our Naked Gun review. He said the quote about shooting people in the park is actually a reference to Dirty Harry, and he put a link. Okay.
oh, all right, cool.
Under Survivor Tokenchine's finale reaction, Brian Thomas commented, JT played, in my opinion, the greatest game of all time. Super visible, brawny younger guy who was great at the challenges, but socially so respected because of how adept he was at navigating the game, and used a less socially conscious and more strategic player to take the fall for every hard decision. There you
go.
Yeah. SHSA 7055 commented on Survivor Smo episode 2, and they said this has got to be one of the single worst episodes for a player in the history of the show, right? Ben does like 7 different reprehensible things in the span of an episode. And everybody's like, yeah, Jaren COD says, wow, I forgot how awful this guy is.
Yeah.
Chase said Ben is a terrible person. It's a shame so much of this episode is dedicated to him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're all in agreement of hating this person. I think that's good. Yeah. That's a sign the world's healing in some ways.
Ben is just... Brian Thomas said Ben is just so grossly dislikable that his presence actively worsens the experience of watching the season.
Yeah.
And Mike commented, luckily it only lasts one more episode. Yeah.
Yeah, we got that. Thank God. Thank God. We got him out of here.
Random Rex on episode 3, he said, oh, Ben, when Russell, of all people, decides you're too toxic.
When the gremlin decides that you're too toxic.
All right, that might be just about it for comments then.
Cool.
We get a lot of comments on our survivors. You know, I try my best to read what I can, but some stuff.
Hey, I love that. We love that. Love the enthusiasm and participation as always from our survivor watchers.
Yeah, and of course, you know, if there's spoilery stuff that you want to share or talk about, save it for a later date or comment on when we'll always make a post, like a community post now whenever we're about to, or like a week out from our season review, asking for people's comments and questions for that. So keep an eye out for that in several weeks. But that's the time to sound off on everything regarding the outcome of the season and everything, you know, big picture wise. So all right, and that's it for us here on the Tarqaron podcast, folks.
That's it.
You have a quote that you want to end it out on? Favorite quote? Just off the top of that, quote, you know.
Never give up, never surrender. That's from Galaxy Quest.
That's right. You love that quote. I hear that often from you.
I quote Galaxy Quest often to you.
It's like,
okay.
Like I remember a couple Survivor episodes. Someone will say something close to that,
and then I'll say,
"Yeah,
give up, never surrender." Galaxy Quest is a great movie. Maybe we should watch that. Maybe that should be my movie pick next time. I don't know. We'll think about that. There's a lot of movies I could choose from.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I'll tell you that.
Wayne
Gretzky and Michael Scott.
That's
right. And we thank you for watching and joining us for another episode. Tons of content on the way. As we said, we got a K-pop Demon Hunters Knives Out review coming soon. We're gonna have another Chance Time this upcoming month.
Yeah, there's all kinds of. We love us some movies over here. We're really enjoying the movies.
Maybe a Mario Galaxy 2 review, perhaps.
Yeah, I'll have to see. I'll get my stuff set up. I'm gonna have to break the Wii U out again for that.
Wii. So. I'm gonna have to break the Wii real quick. Leave us a comment below if you want us to read it on the next episode. It could be about anything. You can comment on any video about anything. We'll read it. Like I said, within reason.
Like those epic. Somebody's talking about the Star Bomb. We haven't thought about Star Bomb, the Triforce,
it's been 84 years.
It's been 84 years.
Titanic. I'm about to make you watch Titanic one of these months too.
Oh boy. This is
So good. It is actually really an amazing film, and
okay.
you'll finally
Take your word for it.
understand. No, you don't even have to anymore. You won't have to anymore. You can experience it yourself. All right. And
Alrighty.
take care.